12 3-minute rounds in the light middleweight division. Between and introducing firstly, fighting out of the red corner. He wears the white trunks trimmed with black and comes from Rosario in Argentina. He weighed in at 10 stone, 13 pounds, and comes up with a 33 fight record, 26 wins, 18 wins by knockout, with 4 losses, 2 draws, and 1 no contest. To his credit, he is a 2 times world title challenger. Please welcome from Argentina, Sebastian Andres Lujan. And across the ring in the blue corner, his opponent wearing the red trunks trimmed with white and silver. He weighed in at 11 stone, 2 pounds and has a 29-fight professional record, 26 wins, 18 wins by way of knockout with 3 losses. He's the current British light middleweight champion. Ladies and gentlemen, present his Salford's very own Jamie Moore! Referee Mr. Fred Edwards is now giving his final instructions for both boxers.
Gentlemen, you've had your instructions in the dressing room. You know what I expect of you. Follow my instructions, break clean, watch your heads in close. Touch gloves, good luck.
12 3-minute rounds.
Well, Salford's ever-popular Jamie Moore tends to provide us with cracking fights. He can generate spine-tingling entertainment, but he also possesses a boxing brain. Might need that as he moves up here in level against Argentina's respected Sebastian Andres Lujan. Lujan, a boxer and a puncher himself, with over half of his wins coming inside 3 rounds. It's a crucial match for Jamie Moore. Can he make some sort of statement here?
Yeah, well, Jamie Moore's on a tightrope at the moment, everything to lose, nothing to gain in these fights. I mean, this fella has acquitted himself twice in world title challenges, so Jamie's performance can be compared, so he can raise his profile here. Cuffing with inside of the gloves a little bit there, Lujan. I think he's just nursing himself into this one. I'm sure we'll see some solid punches from him before this is over.
A glance at their bare records. They both won 26 fights and they both have 18 knockouts apiece. Could be a really good match. Moore, maybe physically stronger and bigger than natural light middleweight. Lujan has campaigned at welterweight for a great deal of his career. Seen trouble there.
Yeah, that left hook seemed to have an effect on Lujan, but it was momentary, recovered straight away. Inside of the glove there, looking punches from Lujan at the moment. But Jamie Moore doesn't really owe the fans an awful lot, so if he wants to spend the first 5 or 6 rounds just getting some rounds in the bank, I would forgive him. Then maybe a little bit of excitement and drama later on, because it's the victory that's all important here.
Yeah, he's already given us a couple of the best domestic fights in the last decade. Third with Michael Jones, and of course the epic with Matthew Macklin.
These are little sparring punches that Lujan's throwing at the moment. Maybe with his experience, maybe he's just nursing himself into range. But certainly inside of the glove, a lot of these little cupping punches.
Sturdy, big, broad Lujan. Moore could have the edge in speed. Clubbing, hooks. Intelligence may be the key for Moore tonight.
Yeah, I think chin down, hands up is the key too. But the way this fella seems to throw them wide. I mean, he's pretty basic, just the chin down, forehead forward, and just swinging punches from wide angles. So a nice tight defence, but these are still kind of sparring punches. He's not really setting himself for these shots, Lujan.
Doubling up with the jab, and then the body shot, Jamie Moore, easing into this at the end of the first.
body shots will be.
Third time Jamie Moore has appeared at this Altrincham Sports Centre. Oliver Harrison, pretty good young trainer, in the corner with him.
10 seconds, corners.
I mean, you can see just the head down, cupping punches inside of the glove.
Round 2.
Good start for Moore.
Here's the second. As always, the black, red and silver of Jamie Moore, the southpaw from Salford. Won the Lonsdale belt outright. First champion in his area for 100 years. Up against Sebastian Andres Lujan. His 34th outing. Extended Sergei Zinzaruk the distance. And might have done that against Antonio Margarito, but for a bad left ear.
Stay with him. Stay with him, Jamie.
Precise from Moore. And cumbersome at the moment from Lujan.
Yes, the fact it looks as though the inside of the glove was landing.
He's established control early, Jamie Moore. Not taking too many chances.
Well, I think the worry was that maybe Lujan was a bit of a beast, but pressed forward, the pressurised Moore. But he's been the opposite. He's standing off, not even putting full power into the shots yet.
He is coming off a victory over Roberto Ruque, who was unbeaten at the time, using Lujan as a bit of a stepping stone for his own career. Lujan schooled him that night. Will he do the same to Moore? Not on this evidence at the moment.
I actually get the impression that maybe he's abroad, he's not expecting a points victory, so he's just trying to lull Moore onto something. Maybe just one of these swings he's going to put his full weight behind it, but this is good stuff from Moore, keeping him off balance. But I just get the impression just one of these swings is going to have the full power behind it. Maybe catch Moore just a little bit napping.
And what makes Moore so exciting is he does go down. Almost stopped by Michael Jones. Was actually floored in his debut by Clive Johnson. Stopped by Scott Dixon and Ozzy Duran. There's a vulnerability as well to Moore's makeup that makes him so thrilling.
I think Moore's just going to have to concentrate here, just a bit ready for the odd surprise. I mean, this fella's sprung a few surprises in his career. Been brought along as an opponent and pulled out the knockout punch. So concentration, very important for Moore. But certainly off to a good start.
Yeah, he upset Paulo Roberto, the Brazilian based in Sweden a while back. Lujan, tough operator, but more dominant early.
You know what I mean?
Look out for a wild punch.
Most important fight yet for Jamie Moore. Slowish last couple of years in terms of moving forward. This to put him onto the world scene.
Seconds out, round 3.
He's already ranked number 13 by the WBC, Jamie Moore. Although I don't think he'll be taking on the winner of Oscar De La Hoya and Floyd Mayweather just yet. Plenty of other avenues to explore. First, he's got to deal with Sebastian Andres Lujan, the Argentinian.
Lujan was actually shrugging his shoulders and smiling as he went back to the corner at the end of the second round there. He only looks half at it at the moment. But Moore certainly isn't. These are good solid left hands he's throwing. I just feel this fellow, something up his sleeve.
When he fought Mahali Kote, we saw that on the undercard of Jamie Moore's win over David Walker. And Lujan came on in the second half of that to earn himself a draw. Not doing anything silly, Jamie Moore. Keeping tight, keeping his head together, working his way in. That's his maturity, Jim.
Yeah, well, he's developing into a complete fighter. Now, this is more like what we expected from Lujan. For 2 rounds, he's only been half at it.
A terrific defence there from Jamie Moore, taking a lot of those on the elbows like he did against Matthew Macklin in that early storm. Crowd crammed in to this Altrincham Sports Centre. Really got behind Jamie Moore. Got a cult following now. Good jabs.
These are lovely punches from Moore. Lujan's giving him plenty of time to get the punches off, plenty of space. Still can't work this fella out yet.
That strange display so far from Lujan. Moore getting in with the body shots first. Just not putting real determination into his hooks.
No, it's like a sparring session. He's not setting himself, he's just swinging the arms, little cuffing punches, a lot of them are the inside of the glove. We know he's capable of better. So what's his plan? I can't work him out.
Another round for Jamie Moore. Clash next Friday fight night here. You're watching Jamie Moore
round 4
from Salford, 28-year-old in fight number 30. Sebastian Andres Lujan has come a long way and will surely want win number 27 on his own slate. But tactics, Jim, have been, well, odd really from Lujan.
No, it's like gymnasium tactics. I mean, he finds the target with these cuffing punches. So yeah, I thought maybe in the first round he was just measuring Moore. Then sooner or later he was going to put some spike into the shots. But thankfully Moore's nice and tight, his chin's down, he's blocking most, and his own punches are very sharp.
This is the round when Jamie Moore dealt with the challenge of David Walker. Retain that British title pretty emphatically over the years. Can he make an impact on the world scene? Make the Americans sit up and take notice. Good volume going in for Moore, who's just raised his game, setting a higher pace. And let's see if Lujan can cope.
Aim for his chest. That's it. Aim for his chest, Jamie, that's it.
Aim for his chest, says Oliver Harrison in the corner.
I mean, Moore's having no problem getting his punches home. But the fellow certainly is tough. Moore's landing some good solid shots, haven't budged him. It's his own punching that has me puzzled. Still not setting himself.
It's got to be tough to have gone the full 12 rounds with the WBO light middleweight champion, Sergei Zinzaruk, who's a tall, awkward Ukrainian.
He's not competing here, that's the problem. He's settling for second prize at the moment. Really, we expect better from him. I thought we'd see a lot more ambition.
Left hand from Moore. Shake of the head from the man called Iron Lujan. Wants Moore to come in. Maybe he is trying to pot shot him.
I mean, it's a cert he's able to throw better quality punches than the ones we've been seeing up to now. I mean, he's off balance, he's leaning back with his feet square. There's no way he's going to get any power into his shots. I don't know. He's just here for a carry-on at the moment.
Yeah, shaking his gloves, trying to unhinge Jamie Moore, but Moore's come too far to let silly things like that slip away from him. Romano Lapiana, the well-bearded gentleman who's looking after Sebastian Andres Lujan. Is there some comedy in this display?
Yeah, I can't work him out. He's actually enjoying himself here. I mean, Moore's doing the job properly. Good quality punches, winning every round. But he's the only one competing for the rounds.
Totally on top after a third of the action. Scheduled for 12, 11 stone light middleweight division. Jamie Moore on the attack. Ran out of gas against Scott Dixon a long time ago in this round, but he beat Mike Algood recently in the 5th. This is where Moore starts to put his foot down on the accelerator, usually. What would you be advising Jamie Moore in the corner? It's a difficult one to deal with.
I mean, he's doing what you would expect him to do, keep his concentration going, his chin down and keep pumping out the punches. It's important that he wins here. This is the one that will look good on his card. And the old saying, if it's not broke, don't fix it. But we really should be expecting more, and I wonder if the referee should be having a word with Lujan, telling him to be a bit more competitive. He's throwing punches. I mean, it's obvious he's only half at it.
Phil Edwards from Preston, the third man in the ring. He's content to watch this unfold.
I mean, it's obvious Lujan is not competing, he's not trying to win this fight.
It's a strange attitude.
Nice
He's brought a long way. Body shot from Jamie Moore. I know they were looking at tapes of Lujan against Margarito and felt that going downstairs would be the way just to dismantle the Argentinian tough man.
Well, Moore is quite right, just doing as he's doing, just picking the target, popping the punches home, getting himself in front. If he feels like it and raise the tempo in the last 3 or 4 rounds, put on a bit of a show, maybe this guy will respond then.
And it's probably a pretty good thing that he doesn't have war after war, Jamie Moore, especially as he's coming, you know, to the crunch time in his career.
Yeah, and as I said earlier, he certainly doesn't owe the fans anything, and the fans are enjoying this. They're enjoying when he lets the punches go. Nobody's complaining. But you just get the feeling with Lujan, he's capable of much better, but it doesn't seem to bother him.
He's a great guy out of the ring, Jamie Moore, a bit like his good pal Ricky Hatton, who's here to support him tonight. They spend time with their fans, and they're just good guys from the area, and that's why the supporters come out in their droves.
I've got it, Jed. Now someone's going to have to give him water while I do this.
Let's get it all back.
Oliver Harrison,
Keep your head still from Jamie. I need to get this in someone else.
as usual, with his cap back to front. Brother Humphrey outside the ropes.
Give it, son. 12 rounds it looks like, doesn't it? Okay. Sometimes you have to pace it, keep getting the good shots, give the referee a chance to stop the fight if you can.
Slight swelling above the left eye. Gentle words from Harrison.
Yeah, nothing else required. Everything's going along nicely for Jamie. Whipping nice punches home, his defence is sound. Yep, everything under control.
Yep, said that it looks like 12 rounds. And it will be all good experience for Jamie Moore.
Round 6.
Done nothing wrong yet. Here's the 6th round. It's the 141st of Jamie Moore's career, the 147th for Sebastian Andres Lujan. He's fought for 2 world titles. Has he not got himself up for this? Or is he saving something? Still these light clubbing punches from Lujan.
Well, at least he's not clinching and spoiling. I mean, at least he's allowing Moore to get some punches off. I mean, it's a strange situation for Jamie Moore, as we say. He's been in so many hard fights, and if he raises the pace, he might spring this fellow into some action and make an easier night into a hard one.
Tapping punches from Lujan. Concentration etched on the face of Jamie Moore. Can't mess this up, can't leave himself open. Has just got to carry on doing what he has. Right hand from Lujan, just slipped through the guard of Moore. So I suppose there's a worry, Jim, that if everything's going so easily for you, you do slip a bit, your concentration goes.
Yeah, well, that's the danger. But, I mean, look at the way Lujan's moving around. He's gone to the ropes, his feet are square, so there's no leverage in any of the punches that he can throw at Moore. So he's not setting himself to let some powerful punches go. He certainly didn't score 18 knockouts throwing these punches.
We have to remember, though, Lujan has fought in world class. He's not bad, this guy. In fact, he's pretty good. But at times it looks like a half-hearted effort.
It's like a gymnasium workout at times. I mean, I was expecting every now and again he would really let a bomb go. This is good stuff from Moore. But there is the danger that Moore springs this fellow into action, forces him into a fight.
Sticking out the jab in the face of Lujan. He's proved our best light middleweight. Let's go over to our best light welterweight, Ricky Hatton, with Ed Robinson.
Well, Ricky, first of all, what do you make of Lujan's style and attitude?
A very awkward style. He's very, very tough, but he's got a style like a bit of a throwback from the 1950s or something. But Jamie's doing the right thing. He's keeping the jab on him. He's keeping patient, but don't really want to waste any punches when he's sat on the rope there. He's keeping low. He's crossing his arms over his body, and he's not giving Jamie much to punch at. So I want you to just step off a little bit, pot shot him, and pick him off from a distance. Every time it goes close, he's giving himself half a chance with them big swings. But I think he's doing the right job.
Can Jamie get to him, and a body shot's the key?
I think body shots will be the key, yeah. I think he's got to go to the head first and then sweep downstairs to get him, because he's very, very awkward. He's got that little cross-arm, Joe Frazier, Archie Moore type style, really. So he's got to prize him open, probably to the head first, then come downstairs. But he's doing the right job, but I think he could be here all night, this fellow. He looks very tough.
Thank you, Ricky.
Knows his boxing, doesn't he, Ricky Hatton? Really good pal of Jamie Moore. He's almost always ringside. It was tough for Ricky when his stablemate Matthew Macklin fought Jamie at the back end of last year. All good friends out of the ring. Moore still with work to do, and that was a lovely shot. Lujan just felt that in the 7th round.
Yep, certainly nothing wrong with Moore's punching, that's for sure. They're crisp, they're sharp, solid. Good left hand again.
Starting to let his arms go now, Jamie Moore. Maybe feels there isn't much of a threat from the challenge of Lujan. Totally the boss, Jamie Moore, in sinking in these body shots. Turns his back there, Lujan. He has been halted before. And Jamie Moore has started to go for it, you feel.
Well, Moore looking different class at the moment. I mean, he's been winning every round, but he's completely dominating now.
Come on, Jamie, you're the man, Jamie. You're the man, Jamie, you're the man.
It's looked a really tough job on paper for Jamie Moore, making it look fairly comfortable. That's a good sign. More disjointed now, Lujan, even less in his own punches. Morsey, Morsey, the crowd shout.
Well, the fans are enjoying it. It's one-way traffic, but the fans are loving it. Obviously, they know the value that Jamie's given them over the last few years.
And Jimmy's good to watch as well when he's boxing like this.
Yeah, well, this is good stuff. I mean, his work is excellent.
Right up, Jamie, that's it. That's all right.
You can only diffuse the challenge of what's in front of you. And Jamie Moore is doing that superbly at the moment. Lujan comes up with a burst. Hello, he's woken up.
Well, this is what I knew he was capable of, but what's kept him. I mean, we know the guy can do better than he's been doing. He's fired up now. Now he's going for it. Now it is a fight.
Was caught by a countering hook from Moore. Lujan finally expending energy. Well, too little, too late to even win a round. But at least there was ambition.
Yeah, and it showed he is capable of giving Moore some problems. I mean, I felt in the early rounds that he was maybe lulling Moore into making some mistakes, maybe opening up his defence, then he was going to bang some hooks over. But that's the first time he's really set himself to work. And an impressive burst of punches, still kind of wide swings, still hints of the inside of the glove. But I mean, look what happens when he wakens up. You can see he's strong, he has the strength to push Jamie onto the back foot, and he can keep the punches coming. And these were better quality shots than what we've been seeing.
8 years a pro, Jamie Moore. The red trunks with the black waistband. Mikey, his son on the front, Olivia, his new baby daughter on the back, wife Colleen, tight-knit family. And he wants to get a move on with his career. 29 in November this year, and they've given him this match, and I'm sure there will be others with the top Americans if they can drag them over to Britain, or maybe he'll have to go there. But it's all positive for Jamie Moore. Good left hook.
No question, this guy is tough. I mean, Jamie's landed loads of real good solid shots, hasn't really shaken him. I wonder, will we see another burst in this round like we saw in the previous?
It's gone back into his shell, Lujan, for now. Uses the jab well, doesn't he, Jamie Moore?
Keep your left hand out, though, Jay.
Excellently schooled. And if you look at his defeats as well, Jim, 3 of them. Controversial to Ozzy Duran when he damaged his hip. Controversial to Michael Jones when he was disqualified for hitting after the break. And then when he ran out of gas against Scott Dixon as a youngster.
Yeah, an experience with that one, yeah.
No, not too bad.
The main thing is he's learned from all of the mistakes that he's made, and he's become a better fighter. He is developing into a complete fighter, no real weaknesses. We just wonder, is he good all the way around to step up to world class? And I hope we find out maybe sometime later this year.
Don't put his head down. Keep your head up, okay?
What I think Jamie Moore needs is a big name on his record It's difficult to draw the big names over here, obviously, to Altrincham, so maybe he's going to have to go over to the States on an undercard. A good performance and a good result over there, maybe that would slip him up a few steps in the rankings, but he's low at the moment, difficult to make an impact.
Yeah, they try to get Saku Powell over. I don't think his father fancied that too much. Like Quarte, Kasim Uma. There's plenty around the sort of bottom half of the World Top 10, which will be fascinating matchups if they can be made. Money, of course, an object. All Moore can do is keep on winning and hope that the opportunities come, because many people deserve he should get them. Jamie Moore dominant here, and there is plenty more ahead. Fabulous match between Chris Edwards and Dale Robinson for the British and Commonwealth 8-stone flyweight titles. It's a rematch.
Focus, Jamie,
Edwards
man.
won
Focus.
their first meeting in 8 rounds. Don't miss that.
No, that's up there.
4 rounds to go.
4 rounds, yeah. See, he knows.
How many rounds is it?
12.
12 rounds.
Yeah, you didn't know that? Stop drinking so much more, man.
They were planning for 12 rounds.
Come.
Are they going to get it?
Yeah, it looks though. I mean, Jamie hasn't troubled this fella. I mean, a couple of real beautiful shots he's landed, bang on the chin. There's one there. And this fella's taking it well. Looks for the next punch coming, slips. I mean, he has tremendous technique. We just need him to be a bit more offensive to make this more of a spectacle.
Second fight of 2007 for Jamie Moore. Uguevel Sebe was beaten in 8 rounds in Dagenham. That was just a workout. This was meant to be rather more of an intense and competitive fight. Hasn't turned out that way.
That's the one.
Well, the main thing is, if things carry on as they are, it'll be a good name on his record.
Keep your left hand up.
I mean, it looks as though he's going to win every round, provided things carry on as they are.
When Lujan fought Mihaly Kotai, he did look rather pleased to come away with a draw. Corner team taking pictures that night. I don't think he believed he could actually get the result. Maybe he didn't think he'd get that here.
If you look at the punches he's throwing at the moment, no spite in the shots whatsoever. Just little dunts and taps. You think every now and again he would just put everything into one, just to see if he could get a result.
Good jabs from Jamie Moore. Again, a lack of effort here from Lujan to press forward. It's all Jamie Moore body shot. That hurt him here in the 9th round. Again, the fists go up. The kidology from the Argentinian. Can Moore stop his foe?
Certainly a stoppage would look good on his ticket, that's for sure. But as we say, Jamie's on a tightrope at the moment. Can't afford to take chances, can't afford any disasters. Although no signs of one happening here, but we never know in this game.
That's it. Does he risk it? Does he go all out for the knockout to leave the lasting impression, or does he just do enough to win these sessions and take it on points? Still trying to plant the body shots home with a defense there from Lujan. Keeping his mind on the job here more, not getting bored.
I mean, you can see Lujan knows what he's doing in there, he can look after himself. Good shot from Moore.
Well, we know that, Jim. You don't have 2 world title challenges if you can't fight. Good finish to the night from Jamie Moore. What sort of game plan have they come with, Team Lujan?
Well, I haven't spotted it yet, whatever it is. I thought in the early rounds that maybe he just want to be a bit clever, just to draw Jamie onto a mistake. Certainly Jamie hasn't made any mistakes. And a couple of times he's kind of fired into life. He looks as though he's capable of pushing Jamie onto the back foot and giving him a fight, but he won't sustain it. And you can see there Jamie landing some good quality shots, bang on the chin, but the fellow can take a shot. So signs are this is going all the way.
Seconds out, round 10.
Jamie Moore's only been the 12-round distance once when he shot Michael Jones in their first meeting by outboxing the boxer. Lujan's gone 12 twice, so there shouldn't be any stamina issues. As he said, we're set to go all the way. But how will Moore choose to finish the show? And is there anything that Lujan will bring to this fight? Maybe he's been saving himself for the last couple of rounds.
It certainly looks like. I mean, there's a bit more purpose in his overall look now. He's trying to come forward, getting the punches off. Will he sustain it this time?
Has held intercontinental titles in the past at welterweight. Lujan. Good jab from Moore. He looks crisp. Trained well for this because he fought recently, keeping himself busy. Do you think there's a small part of Jamie Moore that is slightly afraid to commit himself as much as he has done in the past with the wars?
Well, it's difficult. I mean, when you have everything under control, I mean, only a fool will make an easy fight into a tough one, and he's certainly no fool. Now, the problem tonight has been lying with Lujan because he's not been competitive enough. Now, you can't blame Jamie Moore. This is a good night's work for him. He's produced quality boxing, quality punches. Now, it'd be very silly to change.
A good, solid, hard-hitting southpaw. A difficult man to fight and beat, Jamie Moore. Oh, look at this now from Lujan. Has he come to win?
Well, the answer to that is no, I'm afraid. A couple of little bursts here and there, but he hasn't really contested any of the rounds. Just boxed behind Jamie Moore virtually every round.
Tough, hard, strong, yes. Ambitious at 27, not tonight.
Break! Stop boxing! Stop boxing!
Well, is there any point the referee even scoring this now, Phil Edwards?
No, but that's every round to
Right
Jamie
hand's going a
Moore.
bit
Yeah,
wrong.
he's probably filled his whole card in because there's no signs this is going
If
to
you want to
change.
rest it, take a step back and put it down really low and then
Jamie's
put it
work
back
has
up.
really been good. It's a happy corner, a calm corner. They certainly don't want to change anything, nor would I.
Don't let him steal it from you.
No way. No way.
Yep, just little signs that Lujan would be capable of some better action, but doesn't sustain it. And Moore comes back with the quality punches once again. Excellent night's work for Moore so far.
Has attracted the fighters, not just Ricky Hatton here tonight, but Amir Khan, Steve Foster Jr. I can see, Morris Kaur here ringside, Carl Johansson as well. Our super featherweight champion. They come out to see Jamie Moore. Might not not been fireworks tonight, but it's been a consummate and professional performance.
I mean, when this match was made, I was expecting this was going to bring the best out in Jamie Moore. He would really have to be firing in all cylinders to get a victory against this fellow. Well, he certainly brought the best of his boxing ability out, but he's in complete command from start to finish.
Jim, we covered the European champion Michele Piccirillo recently over in Milan when he beat Michael Jones. Really good fight, that. Do you think Jamie Moore should be targeting him, maybe?
Yeah, I think the problem with Piccirillo, I think he has eyes on another world title crack. So who knows, maybe a nomination for the vacant title if he decides to give it up. But that's what they could be looking for, certainly. He's well capable of picking up the European title.
He's ranked number 3 in Europe. Jamie Moore's a couple ahead of him. Good denting punches down on Lujan here. World scene might open up to Corey Spinks, the IBF champion, moves up to middleweight, challenged Jermaine Taylor. That's in May. Travis Sims, WBA holder. Something might crop up for promoter Frank Maloney and his team.
I don't know that Jamie has the profile at the moment to be thinking about world titles. Big name on his record, as we've said, and maybe go over to the States and claim a good scalp.
Hang on a minute, Jim. Lujan's challenged for the world title twice. And look what's happening to him tonight.
Yeah, well, exactly. So maybe he comes from the right part of the world, I don't know.
Hooks from Lujan. There's the burst that we saw a few rounds ago. Here he goes, winding himself up.
I mean, there's always been the hint that he's capable of this, capable of giving Moore lots of problems. It's as though he's chose not to do it. This is good action here.
Comes alive a bit, Lujan. Late on in the 11th. Will Moore get suckered in? Doesn't look like it. Well, the crowd is still engrossed. Nobody's left.
That's the good thing, that we can't call it competitive, that it's not been messy. Lujan hasn't been grabbing and spoiling. I mean, at least he's allowing Jamie Moore to work in every round, so we're seeing some good combinations, some good solid punches. So it's certainly watchable. I mean, if he'd been grabbing hold, spoiling and messing around, then it really would be a disaster. But credit there, he hasn't been holding. At least it's been open action, if not really competitive. But that was certainly another burst. Again, he shows what he looks as though he could be capable of if he give himself a shake.
Seconds out for the 12th and final round.
Final round every single session to Jamie Moore against the tough but uninspiring Sebastian Lujan. Disappointing, really. It looks so good on paper.
Yep, I was expecting a tooth and nail battle here. I thought in the second half of the fight, Jimmy would have to dig in and grind out a result. But he's done it clearly and with ease.
Clean head punches from Moore. He's become a rounded fighter. Good defense. Armory all round. Just flicking again, Lujan.
Don't keep your focus. Don't lose your focus, Damon. Don't lose your focus. Don't lose your focus, Jamie.
I've got to ask you, Jim, has he just come for the money, Lujan?
I can't work him out. I really can't work him out. He's only 27. He's already had a couple of cracks at the world title, made a name for himself. But all night long, only half at it. Then again, showing what he is capable of. He's strong, he can put punches together, he can pressurise, as you're seeing here. Why didn't he do this earlier?
About 3 or 4 mini clusters through the fight from Sebastian Andres Lujan. The rest has been totally Jamie Moore's fight, a boxing lesson. Excellent concentration, keeping his mind on the job. And look at the crowd, Jim, all on their feet.
See, this is good stuff now. He's being a little bit competitive. It's giving Jamie Moore a chance to shine. Now, this really could have been a spectacle if Lujan has shown a bit more ambition in the earlier stages.
Well, the win will look good on the record, whatever the performance of Lujan. He's dipped his toes into the fringe of world class, and well, he's won every round. Can't complain at all about Jamie Moore's performance. Opening bell to closing bell, utterly dominant. Hug and respect between the pair. Unbelievably, Lujan was celebrating, maybe just getting through to the final bell.
Yeah, well, he certainly didn't look too upset at losing. Signs are that maybe he's come over to collect a paycheck, but no signs that he thought he could or would win this fight tonight.
The crowd still love the people's champion, Jamie Moore, surely a massive winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has scored the contest. Sebastian Andres Lujan, 110. Jamie Moore, 119. The winner, Salford's Jamie Moore.
We'll be talking to Jamie Moore in just a couple of minutes' time. We'll be getting the thoughts of Johnny Nelson as well. And we'll be counting down to that super fight between Oscar De La Hoya and Floyd Mayweather in Vegas, plus some cracking action to decide who's the #1 flyweight in the country.
Well, Jamie, good win. But first of all, what did you think of your opponent's tactics this evening?
Yeah, you know, he came here to frustrate me. You know, I knew that's what he was going to do. So that's how he wins his fights, off the tapes. You know, world-class fighters, they know how to frustrate you and they know how to fiddle the way around. And I think he felt the strength of me in there early on. Realised that he couldn't match me and fiddled his way through it. You know, I think he was on a survival mission more than anything. I think you could see that, and every now and again he'd try and catch me cold. But, you know, I stuck to the game plan. I think I proved there that I've stepped up now. You know, I've been saying it for 18 months, but I'm an intelligent fighter, and, you know, I've learned from past experiences. I didn't rush it, didn't try and go in and bang him out, you know, took my time. I knew he was tough and stubborn, and I got the victory.
Promoter Frank Maloney, were you a bit disappointed with Lujan this evening?
I was disappointed with his performance because, you know, at certain times he tried and I think he could have given a bit more, but Jamie sort of dictated the fight, and I think Jamie made him fight that way, giving credit to Jamie Moore. You know, you've got to look at the plus sides of the fight. The crowd seemed to enjoy it, which is important. It's a full house here, and, you know, they'll turn out for Jamie Moore. I think it shows that Jamie Moore has arrived at world level, because this guy has fought for 2 world titles. He's gone the distance with a great fighter, the WBO champion. So, and he doesn't get stopped a lot. So, you know, and it was a much better performance than some other imports that have been in this country in the last week or so.
Jamie, looking for a European title next?
Well, I mean, I've been looking for that for 12 months. The champion's not playing ball. You know, he's 37, he's looking for the big payday, so he's not going to take it. But hopefully we can get either another step eliminated for a world title. If the European title comes, then brilliant.
Well done, Mike.